Carl. It's 19 minutes to 7 now. Well, the government is considering introducing tough new measures to filter what you can and can't see on the internet. Under the plan, all illegal material such as child pornography would be blocked from view. There would be an optional feature to block inappropriate content for children, such as pornography. But critics claim the filtering system is just an expensive mistake. And here with the details is Today IT editor Charlie Brown. Morning to you, Charlie.
Morning, Lisa.
How would this work?
The idea is that the federal government would work with your ISP, the person who you purchase your internet connection from, and at the point of the internet connection, so your Big Pond or your iiNet, they would be responsible for filtering the internet that you see on your PC.
So who decides what is the illegal content?
Well, what they do is they create what's called a blacklist, and the blacklist has all the different sites that they don't believe that you should be able to see, and ultimately the person who controls that would be the federal government.
Okay, now obviously a lot of people, particularly parents, would be very pleased to see this coming in, because we can all feel as parents like the internet is just out of control.
Sure.
and particularly our children and what they see.
That's right.
Could be out of control potentially, and we don't know anything about it.
That's right.
But there is a downside.
The downside, they've done some studies, they've looked at some trials in Tasmania. They've released about a 95-page report on what happened when they tried something similar in Tasmania. With the best filtering that they had on the internet, it reduced the speeds of the internet connection. Unfortunately, in Australia, our broadband speeds aren't anything to get excited about as it is, and if we look at a policy of filtering your internet connection at the ISP and it reduces your speed even further, that's not such a good thing.
But if this is protecting our children, isn't this a small price to pay, just internet speed?
That's one argument, but if you want to protect your children, there are ways which you can get a very similar result right now without actually going through the pain of what such a policy could cause. The federal government has a website, a NetAlert website. They'll give you free free filtering software that you download onto your computer at the PC level. And once that's loaded onto the PC, you get a very similar result. However, it still encourages parents to, for example, put the computer in the family room and have parental supervision when your kids are online.
Isn't part of the problem that they've tested these filters before and some of the content that was getting through shouldn't have, and vice versa? That's
exactly what was happening in Tasmania. They found that even the best filters still allowed up to 3% of content which shouldn't have been allowed to get through to the PC. And they also found that websites that should have been allowed through were blocked. We're talking small numbers, but it's still showing that this technology is still not a foolproof solution to filtering the internet.
So still a few flies in the system to be worked out. How far away is this?
The federal government is inviting ISPs potentially at the end of this month to be involved in a field pilot. From there, we're probably going to be looking at a couple of months before something more substantial is presented to us to think about more.
Okay, parents and business people watching with interest.